escalation in tensions between the U.S. and Iran. The top Iranian general has been killed in an airstrike while leaving the Baghdad airport. The Pentagon confirmed the U.S. military carried out the attack. Qasem Soleimani was one of the most powerful figures in the Middle East and had been the top military man in Iran for more than 20 years. This attack comes after Iranian-backed groups breached the U.S. embassy in Baghdad just 2 days ago. We now turn to ABC's Kara Phillips, who's with President Trump in West Palm Beach, Florida. Kara.
When reports of the airstrike at the Baghdad airport broke tonight, there was one question on everyone's mind. Was the United States responsible? Well, the president was cryptic. He responded with only a picture, tweeting out the image of the American flag. My White House sources were able to confirm that not only did the strike happen, but it was ordered by President Trump. The Pentagon announcing that the strike did indeed kill the powerful commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, Qasem Soleimani.
News, very sad news to tell the sports world. The LA Times is reporting that retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash. It happened this morning. The chopper reportedly went down just before 10 a.m. local time, according to the fire department out there in Calabasas, California. That's northwest of Los Angeles. You can see the picture there. It burst into flames on impact, starting a nearby brush fire. The 41-year-old Kobe Bryant was reportedly traveling with 4 others in that aircraft, in that helicopter. The LA County Fire Department saying all 5 people perished in the crash. At the time of the accident, there were foggy conditions in that area that may have diminished visibility. Bryant leaves behind a wife, Vanessa, and 4 daughters. He was, of course, one of the most legendary players in NBA history.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents. Millions quarantined, with whole cities in lockdown.
Fires in Australia, killing at least 18 people, forcing tens of thousands from their homes. Now, many of those residents, as well as tourists, are seeking shelter now from those flames on beaches. Our Maggie Rulli is there for us in Australia. Good morning, Maggie.
TJ, with fire danger expected to increase into the weekend today, crews were out there trying to get the upper hand. Firefighters here tell us that they were able to contain a large fire just up the road, even stopping it from jumping across a busy street. A week-long state of emergency declared this morning in parts of Australia. Thousands fleeing as more than 200 fires rage in 2 of Australia's most populated states, killing at least 18 people.
Large bushfire burning about an hour out of Canberra have been told it's too late to leave their properties.
The Rural Fire Service says it's moving east towards the town of Braidwood and the small communities of Bombay.
It was pretty obvious straight away that it was a big one and that we'd probably be involved.
Washington State and Snohomish Health District officials announced the first U.S. case of a 2019 novel coronavirus.
The patient is currently in isolation.
Scientists always warn us about some new weird death virus, and we're like, what's the plan? They're like, wash your hands.
The second confirmed case of coronavirus in the U.S. right here in the Windy City.
A government plane is planning to evacuate Americans from Wuhan.
The only way China could be locking down cities any harder would be if the coronavirus were protesting for Hong Kong's independence.
The White House announcing that it has created a coronavirus task force.
President Trump is set to ban foreign nationals who pose a transmission risk from entering the country.
Looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away. I hope that's true.
The number of infections on the Diamond Princess cruise ship has doubled.
The 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to 0.
Health officials in Washington state confirm a patient has died from the infection.
Here's what we know about New York City patient.
It wasn't a question of if, but when.
The U.S. does not have enough coronavirus test kits.
It's a virus, like the flu.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
What do you want? I can breathe. Please, the name of it.
Black Lives Matter.
Four, 9, 3, 8, 2, 7, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
America has launched.
This is Beirut's port, the main port for the whole country of Lebanon. And look at it, destroyed, blown up by an explosion which many Lebanese say was caused by the negligence and incompetence of their government. It's not just the port that has been obliterated. Vast parts of the city have gone too. 300,000 people made homeless.